out the community and do so. Renee and Jeff?
Yeah, Kat, thanks for that. We're trying to get some information from people who are on the ground there. We have crews on the way. We're going to get to Keenan Willard in just a moment. But Jonathan Edwards is the PIO, the Public Information Officer for Nash County right now on the line with us. Jonathan, can you tell us where you are right now, what you're seeing at this moment?
I'm currently at the Emergency Operations Center at the county's admin building, where all of our emergency services, sheriff's office, and neighboring partners in our community are coming together to work the scene, to work what's going on.
Can you give us an idea of the scope of how big this effort is right now? Have you seen anything like this recently?
Not recently, no, not in Nash County. And we've got a lot of trees down, a lot of power lines down. We've had some structural problems at the Pfizer building, I believe you all have reported, and at a trailer park near Hummingbird in Halifax.
And Jonathan, it was on our noon news when the severe thunderstorm warning escalated to that tornado warning. And we watched as that tornado moved through Nash County. How quickly were you able to galvanize a response, and what are you guys doing right now as far as with the Emergency Operations Center up and running? What happens now in order to help folks who have tornado damage or may be injured by this?
From the moment we found out that the tornado had touched down, we had emergency services put together our EOC, brought in people from other jurisdictions to come in and help with emergency services, EMS, and then we are also getting together chainsaw crews to handle the tree situation and work with the power companies to handle power lines.
Moving forward, Jonathan, what is next as far as where you dispatch groups to get out there? Are you counting on people to let you know where the problems are? Have you identified those now and are moving in those directions?
It doesn't hurt to have people, give us a heads up if they see something, but our crews are out there and they're going to damaged areas and looking to see if there are injuries. So far, we have reported injuries, but currently no reported fatalities.
Jonathan, from the pictures that we've been getting into our newsroom from our crews covering this, it appears there's a lot of damage at the Pfizer building. What do you know about that? And I would imagine it's one of the larger employers there in Nash County.
It is one of the largest employers in Nash County, and they have had some structural damage near the rear of their building. We don't know exactly what part of the building it is. It may just be a warehouse area. But certainly it's a lot of damage to that structure.
And have you heard of any injuries there?
I have not heard exactly of Pfizer injuries, but definitely injuries due to the tornado touchdown.
Did you get the sense, Kat Campbell was just updating us on the length of time that this was potentially on the ground? We won't know yet until we get an official, description of that. But it appears that it was on and kind of dragged across your entire county there. Did it seem like this was a drawn-out event?
It certainly dragged between two parallel lines that we have mapped in the EOC. I wouldn't say it went across the county, but definitely the Dortches area had a wide area that the damage went through.
All right, and right now we are showing our viewers a live picture. This is our first live look at the damage in Dortches. This is from WRAL's Keenan Willard's camera on Town Hall Road, and what appears to have been a home and all that debris scattered there on Town Hall Road in the town of Dortches. And you can see folks inside there perhaps gathering their belongings and starting to see what is left after that tornado touched down there.
Jonathan, what's the biggest concern that you have right now?
I think that the sheriff really already touched on it. We want people to try to shelter in place if you are in or around the Dortches community. Please stay in, let our emergency crews come in, let them try to clean up the area. I think the sheriff also said, a lot of injuries can come after the storm when people encounter this debris and the power lines that are down. So please stay inside, stay safe.
And Jonathan, do you recall the last time Nash County had significant tornado damage like this?
I do not. That will be interesting to go back and see the last time that we have had something like this.
even any type of collective response that was needed from all of these different entities to come together. This will test your services for certain.
That's right, but we have a lot of community partners in surrounding counties that are pulling together to help us out.
And Jonathan, for folks who are also watching, if they have family and friends in Nash County, if they need help, who should they contact there in Nash County?
If you're having an emergency, you should call 911. If not, please, if you need to get someone to the hospital, go to the hospital, call the hospital. Just make sure that you stay safe, stay inside, and if something happens, call 911.
Well, this will no doubt be a busy day for you, as well as the folks in the Emergency Operations Center, and all the great work by the first responders as they continue to deal with the response of this after this confirmed tornado in Nash County.
We're going to keep it. Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate the time. We're going to keep it right with one of the last pictures that we saw right there. This is Town Hall Road. We're going to take you back there. Keenan Willard